Okay, next step in building core strength and protecting lower back, we're going to come into a classic exercise called dead bugs. It's done lying down on a mat or on the floor, and we're going to start with feet on the floor, knees bent, hands just beside you, and head just up to the center. Now, we've talked about breathing and this great technique for engaging core, where we inhale and release everything, inflate the belly, let the pelvic floor go, and exhale, little lift from the pelvic floor, hugging the belly, drawing the ribs down, drawing the abdominals in. And from that place of contraction and connection, we want to start to load and bring the legs up. So inhale to begin, exhale to connect. Now we're going to shift our weight, so we're going to press into our right foot to lift the left. I want you to really notice what happens here. So if when you lift, you get like a big shift in the hips, so the position of the hip really changes. This hip might hike up, so you change the position of your hips, back off and slow down. So come back to your inhale, exhale, hug the belly, shift the weight so that weight is in one foot, and lift the leg. And then we're going to start hinging from this hip. So we bring the leg down and up. It's nice to inhale down and exhale up, just starting to gently load our core. If that all feels pretty good and your hips are nice and stable and steady, next time you come up, you can extend your leg long, reach through the heel, see if you can squeeze your butt under here, just to get this working. And then inhale, release pelvic floor, exhale, little lift with pelvic floor, abdominals, draw ribs in, extend leg. And then if this is all good, we're going to have our hips even weighted at the back. We're extending our legs, squeezing our glute. We've got pulling in. And now we're going to do 3 circles. So reaching through the heel, so you're nice and long. If your hip flexors are burning and they're really struggling, take a break, reset, and see if you can squeeze these glutes a little and use the front of your leg less. One more circle, and then coming back and lever down. And then you can do the other side, but I'm going to show you the other side with the next progression, which you can get a ball, or you can even do this with a couple of couch pillows, bringing them under your lower back. And now you've got the ball just under your lower back and feet are on the floor. I should say before I move on, when you're on the flat floor, when your back is on the mat and you're lifting your leg, you need to be aware that if you're lifting your lower back, and this can happen on the ball as well, if your lower back is lifting because the load is too heavy and you kind of feel like you're arching your back, and your back is getting tight and sore from doing the exercise, that's because your back is doing the exercise and not your front. So to get your front engaged, you need to close your rib cage at the front, pull those muscles in towards your spine to support your spine, either on the floor or the ball. So as you transfer your weight, you press into the foot that's on the floor. You're keeping your belly engaged as you're breathing. So as you keep continuing to pull these muscles in, these abdominal muscles in, your pelvic floor can still be responding to your breath. So it can still be expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale. And then we're going to come long with the leg and back up and long. Squeezing that glute on that side to get that active. Now doing this on the ball is going to take it up a notch. So if you're finding that you're really uneven through your hips, just take it slowly. Work with where you can find stability. We're going into the circles now, and now the other way. Find that glute. Last one. And then leave it down. Great. So that is a simple dead bug series that you can use to train pelvic floor, strengthen your deep core, and take some pressure off your back. If when you're doing it your back gets tight, it means that you need to go more slowly and load less.